So Rachel was a client. She was doing all the stuff that she was supposed to be doing according to mainstream fitness advice. She was eating 1,400 calories a day. She was tracking every bite. She was doing cardio 5 days a week. All the stuff that they say you're supposed to be doing. However, nothing budged her weight. So she was having a lot of struggles there. Sleep was trash. Her cravings were out of control. And her moods, well, put it this way, her boyfriend thought she was bipolar. So her moods are all over the place, right? She's burning out. She just couldn't take it anymore. We finally connected. What we did was I said, well, if you're really feeling like this, the things that she was describing, really it was just like your hormones are trashed. Like they got to be out of control for you to be like this. If you can't lose weight, struggling to sleep, cravings are out of control, that is a hormone thing. So with that, we looked at a couple different things. We looked at our cortisol. Cortisol levels are through the roof. So when your cortisol levels are high, that means you're stressed. And that means you're also holding on to fat storage because the cortisol levels are high. So another reason her sleep was probably trash, because sleep being trash would put your cortisol levels out of control. Now, high cortisol also impacts your insulin because you're going to have high insulin levels too. So you're going to be, they're going to be spiking all the time. And a lot of times they're going to be spiking because if you're eating a bunch of processed food, like low calorie meals, that type of stuff, because you're eating, trying to minimize the carbs you're eating or minimize the calories you're eating, then what you end up with is, insulin that's all over the place. The next one is a sluggish thyroid because she's working out 5 days a week doing all this heavy duty cardio, so she's probably going 45 minutes to an hour on a regular basis. So she's probably burning out. The thyroid was an issue also. Okay. Then you have your leptin and ghrelin. Now these are your hunger hormones. Well, those were completely out of sync because of just how everything else was out of whack. So here's what we had to do. We had to, of course, stop chasing calories, which I don't really agree with anyway. Trash the calorie counting system, because I feel like that just adds more stress to your life that you don't need. So we trashed the calorie counting, and then instead we focused on muscle building workouts. So we're looking at building muscle, not the cardio, of course. We're doing a lot of protein when it comes to our meals. We're doing protein and nutrient-dense meals. Then we're also looking at making sure our sleep and nervous system are regulated. Now, one of these ways that you can get great sleep and regulate your nervous system is utilizing chiropractic. I have to throw that one in there. I'm a chiropractor. But it is, a lot of people who know, when they start going to see the chiropractor, especially in particular me, the first thing I hear is that, oh, I slept great last night. I'm getting the best sleep ever since I've been coming here. So that is one of those things to help regulate your nervous system. It's a cheat code. There you go. And then the other thing is we looked at consistent blood sugar control by changing the number of fats that we had in her system. So we looked at healthy fats, adding it to her regimen. And in doing that, we had stabilized a lot of her blood sugars that way. So at the end of the day, 3 months later, 20 pounds lighter, Rachel was back to herself. She's a brand new person. Well, not brand new. She's just a her that she always knew, and that she's no longer all out of control. And her boyfriend even gave me a tip. Monetary tip. Yeah. Okay, so when the hormones run when the hormones run the show, you have to be worried about several different things. Like calorie deficit diets will not save you. That's one of the things that you have to keep in mind. So I know a lot of people are into fasting and everything else, but that's not going to save you in this particular situation. So you have to do to balance your body chemistry internally. That's what's going to make it happen for you. That's just one of the things that we do with the Synergy Slim program. We're looking at helping people holistically balance out everything in terms of regulating nervous system, making sure we're doing the most beneficial movement exercise, making sure we're resting well, making sure our mindset is there where we need it to be, and looking at you as an individual and seeing how we can maximize your potential overall. Balance out your hormones and everything else so that you can get the body that you want and achieve your goals in terms of being fit and healthy and everything else.